we've been reporting our area approaching day 5 of this latest heat wave. The city looking to help out by extending hours for city pools. It was so hot yesterday that the 3rd Avenue Bridge got stuck in the open position. We brought that to you live on Eyewitness News First to 4. Now, officials say the steel expanded in the heat. An FDNY fireboat had to hose it down for about 4 hours to cool it off enough to close again.
I seen boats passing, so my first reaction was, wow, the bridge is open. You know, after a while, I realized the bridge been open a little bit too long. Just usually jam-packed, traffic, horns honking, accidents, and it was quiet. So I knew something was up.
If you can't make it to a pool, don't forget the city's cooling centers are open, or maybe head to the mall, a museum, or the movies for some nice AC. And I got to tell you, if we can get that fire hose that they had, just through the whole city, that would be a help.
Oh, yeah. Please don't give anybody here any ideas.
Blame it on David.
So it's hot and humid. Is it still dry?
Yes, it is. So we do have a rainfall deficit, especially across portions of New Jersey. And we do have higher rain chances later in the week, so that should help things out just a tad bit. Right now, temperatures in the 80s and the 90s. It's 88 degrees in Central Park, and we have partly cloudy skies. It's still hazy, too. The current AQI is 55. That's in the moderate zone. That could worsen to unhealthy for sensitive groups. So if you have any respiratory issues, just make sure to avoid strenuous outdoor activities. Temperatures across New Jersey, upper 80s, lower 90s. Asbury Park, 88. Point Pleasant, 91. Sayreville, you're down to up to 92 degrees. Newark, 90, and 85 in White Plains. It is a bit cooler for Islip and Montauk, and that's because you have that sea breeze that's holding you down into the upper 70s and the lower 80s. Real field temperatures are well over 100 degrees across New Jersey. It feels like 104 in Somerville and Toms River, 100 in Belmar and Morristown. And it feels like 98 degrees in Newburgh, around 93 in the city. These numbers continue to climb into the upper 90s and the triple digits. So this is why we have a heat advisory today and tomorrow that could likely be extended for Thursday. Skies are mainly quiet, just hazy and partly cloudy. This morning we had some issues with rain across northern areas, even some patchy dense fog. But for now we have this stalled front, and that combined with the heating of the day that could spark an isolated thunder shower. Let's get the latest on Beryl. It's now post-tropical but still dumping widespread rain spanning across Missouri all the way across Ohio. That continues to track northeast, or what's left, moving over the Great Lakes. So this track has shifted a bit farther to the north away from us, so that means we'll have less of an influence from the moisture. Our moisture mainly comes from onshore flow, but it will be close enough to give us a little extra spin in the atmosphere that can sustain an isolated severe storm tomorrow. That's prompting a level 1 out of 5 risk north and west of the city, and a level 2 risk for Sullivan, Ulster County, Western Dutchess County. The main concern with anything stronger tomorrow will be damaging winds. We also can't rule out an isolated tornado. Here's a closer look at the timing throughout the rest of this afternoon and the early evening hours. We could have an isolated storm firing up across the tri-state. It's not going to be widespread, but we will have a few showers around. Anything that manages to pop up, that really fizzles out after sunset. Tomorrow, almost a repeat performance with late afternoon showers firing up. The only change is late Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. We'll have this weakening line of storms moving in, and that could still bring us around the scattered showers before sunrise on Thursday, potentially being an issue for your morning commute. By midday Thursday, we dry out, and then Thursday afternoon, we could see another batch of afternoon splash and dash showers. But today, 92, it's going to feel even warmer. Tonight, down to 77. Really not getting a lot of relief with our overnight low temperatures. And tomorrow, a similar day, temperatures in the upper 80s, lower 90s. It could feel like 100 degrees. No major changes on Thursday, maybe just a few extra showers around. But really, our best chance for rain is Friday. Some of the rain could be heavy, and with more of that rain around, that can knock us down to temperatures near 84 to 85, which is closer to average for this time of the year. It's just not going to feel refreshing because we'll still have that humidity in place. And Saturday 83, early next week the 90s.
Okay.
Thank you.
Summer continues. Thank you, Brittany. Still ahead here, the latest headliner to be announced ahead of the year's Global Citizen Festival at Central Park.
And for the first time in more than 2 decades, the pandas are back. We'll take you to the San Diego Zoo where they were introduced to the public.
Hi, I'm Dr. Darian, and here's your prescription for wellness on how to prepare for an electrocardiogram, also known as an EKG test. First, you understand that this routine is a low-risk test that can help measure your heartbeat, the rhythm, strength, and timing of your heart's electrical signals. Next, when preparing for your appointment, you can eat and drink as you normally would that morning. You want to avoid oily skin lotions on the day of the test. They can interfere with the sticker from the electrodes, and that can make it difficult to make good contact with your skin. You should also wear a shirt that you can easily remove or unbutton to place the leads on your chest. And finally, make sure that you disclose all current medications, as certain medicines have effects on your heart that can influence the EKG reading and a proper diagnosis. I'll have more tips on healthy living coming up on GMA3. See you there.
And you can watch GMA3 at 1 o'clock after this newscast right here on Channel 7.